welcome to my Pick 3 at a Glance family and first-time viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, this is Mo Money Terry from St. Louis, Missouri. My Pick 3 at a Glance system for all states, anywhere on the globe where they use 1,000 numbers. We take 22 numbers, do the 1-1 rundown on them, and with those 22 numbers, we have 22 columns that you have all 1,000 numbers and their combinations at a glance. And there's no guesswork for knowing what numbers you're looking at playing and why you're playing them, because you're tracking all 1,000 numbers, and we use the law of average to our advantage to find the winning numbers. Okay, today is November 27, 2022, and what we have here is basically my tutorial section that explains and how to use Pick 3 at a glance. All right, and what we do is we take the number prior from Missouri evening draw, state specific for Missouri evening draw. I feel that's the best way to show everybody how to use the system and keep everything simple. All righty. Yesterday evening number was November 26, 2022 was 773. All right. And I always say that with that, we're the home and no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no grids, no flips, and no multiple different 100 rundowns you use to try to hit the number the next day. For the simple fact, you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. So everything like that is already included when you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, because you can see everything that's going on at a glance with those numbers. So there's no guesswork. All right, so we have the 773. And last time it came out, I like to let people know, last time a number come out so they can see how long it takes these numbers. You got 1,000 numbers. They change positions. It takes up to 3 to 4 years for those numbers to rotate and change positions, okay? And not only that, out of the 1,000 numbers, why it takes so long, you got 365 days in a year, and all you're going to get is a third of those 1,000 numbers every year, no matter how you look at it, okay? So last time it came out was April the 9th, 2022, all right? I'm sorry, 2021. I must have erased it when I put that up. But April the 9th, 2021. So that gives you an idea how long the numbers take to rotate back. All right, and what we have here with the 1-1 rundown is the most powerful and effective rundown to me, because it keeps everything in numerical order, all at a glance. And what you do is add 1 to each one of the numbers that came in, the 773. So you're going to add 1 to the 7, and you're going to do the rundown. You're going to add 1 to 7, you get 8. You add 1 to 8, you get 9. You add 1 to 9, you're going to get 10. But you don't use the 1, you just want to only use the 0. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 at the bottom, 7 at the top. You add it correctly. Same here, same, repeating the same thing. You're going 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 at the bottom, 7 at the top, you add it correctly. Same here, you add 1 to the 3, you go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you get to the 9, you know you're just going to use the 0, and you go 1, 2, 3. 3 at the top, at the bottom, 3 at the top. Most effective and powerful rundown. Okay, that's the only rundown we're going to ever need on Pick 3 at a glance. And so what we're doing here, we're trying to find where the 773 is on all 1,000 numbers. Okay, find where the 773 is on the 22 columns. Out of the 1-1 rundown, out of the 22 numbers that you use to get the 1,000 numbers. And these are 22 numbers here. You got 12 other straight numbers, and you got 3 other double numbers. And while I'm talking about the straight numbers and double numbers, this 773 is a double number because it's got 2 like numbers in it. And it's got 3 different ways it can come. It can come 773, it can come 737, and come 377. So that's called a double. Straights got 6 ways it can come. So the 3 straights, the 12 straights we have here is 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 4, 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 6, 0, 1, 7, 0, 1, 8, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 6, 0, 2, 7, and 0, 3, 7. Okay, those are straights. The doubles, like I say, two like numbers, you got 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 011, 022, 033, and 044. Alrighty. And you had the 044. Now, what you're looking for is where the 773 is going to be in what column are the 22 numbers with the 11 rundown. And when you do the 11 rundown on whatever number it is here, one of these base numbers, if it's a straight, one of the base numbers will always be in that rundown. If it's a double, one of the base numbers will always be in the rundown, okay? So we're looking for the base number, one of these base numbers, and you find it that it's going to be 440, all right? But it's a number, column 10, but it's 004. Same number, but it's just one of the ways, three ways it can come. So you see that 440 is under column 10, but it's going to show as 044. But also the 773 is going to show as 377, same number, all right? So we're going to go to column 10 of the doubles. Here's the 044 under column 10, go down, there's the 377, mark it off, bam, you're done. All at a glance. All 1,000 numbers are right here. You'll never have to worry about where you find a number at or how it fell, because you'll know what column it fell off and when it fell, the last time it fell as you're checking them off. You got the 12 numbers here with the 12 columns, and the doubles, you got the 10 numbers with 10 columns with the doubles. All right? Now, the beauty of this thing, you're going to say, how do you get all 1,000 numbers? And I've been asked that, and once I explain it, it lights everybody's eyes up how simple it is. You take 12 of these numbers here in each of these columns. You're not looking at just 10 numbers when you do the 1-1 rundown. You're looking at 60 numbers, because in each column, each one of these numbers comes 6 different ways. So you got 60 numbers. 6 times 10 give you is 60 numbers. But you got 12 columns, so you're going to go 12 times 60. That's going to give you 720 numbers. All at a glance with 12 simple columns that you can check and follow all 1,000 numbers. Okay? Well, 720 of the 1,000. Then, the same way with the doubles, you're not just looking at 10 numbers in the column. These can come 3 different ways. So you're looking at 30 numbers per column. And you got the straight, the triples can come only one way. So you got 10 of those. But you got 9 times 30 gives you 270 numbers you're looking at a glance on the doubles. Then you got the triples, which is 10. So you got the 720, the 270, and the 9 equals 990 plus the 10 gives you 1,000 numbers. 1 in 1,000 eyes. All at a glance you're looking at and tracking the numbers and able to know what's going on with them at all times. Okay? Now, with this sheet here, this here is a monthly sheet. This here is November, then I'll do a monthly sheet for December. Also, I have a yearly sheet just like this where I'm checking off all the numbers. So at a glance, I know where all those 1,000 numbers are and what they're doing on one sheet of paper for the year. This here is my monthly, because on my monthly sheet, I want to know what columns I'm not marking numbers off of. Okay, so for instance here, if I mark each month and realize that nothing came off column 1 for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, I got my eye on that column. Because these numbers are where I'm going to be building my bucket list of numbers to play when I hit. Because I'm working with the law of average, so I'm looking to play numbers that haven't showed up yet. Simple strategy. Okay, working with the law of average. And here is a number line. And with that number line is you got the 1,000 numbers, you cut them in half. You got the top numbers and the bottom numbers. Let's say you got triple zeros to 499 is the top numbers. 500 to 999, triple nines is the bottom numbers. Okay? Reason being, 0 can be a 5, 5 can be a 0, 1 can be a 6, 6 can be 1, 2 can be a 7, 7 can be a 2, 3 can be a 8, 8 can be a 3, 4 can be a 9, 9 can be a 4. Or they the opposite of each other, or the mirror, that's what they call them. And that you'll need to understand that with Pick 3, in the Pick 3 world, and how it's beneficial with the Pick 3 at a glance sheet. Reason being, if I play 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7, they just played my bottom number, which is the opposite. If I played 7, 8, 9, they played 2, 3, 4, they just played that top number, which is the opposite of my 7, 8, 9. Okay? And you need to know that because when you, like I said, if you take one of these columns and one of them fall in 60, when we get to 60 days, I got my eye on that column to start picking my numbers off of that I'm going to play when I hit. When it get to 90, I really got my eye on it. Okay? And then if you get to 120, and the king can get that, that's why I'm saying is trying to hit these numbers the next day is not the way to go. It's not set up like that. It's set up for you to lose, not to win. It's set up for you to lose trying to hit all the numbers the next day or trying to play a lot to hit a big number. Track the numbers down. Here, like I said, it's opposite. In each one of these columns, in numerical order, the mirror or the opposite numbers in each column. Just like this 0, 1, 2, the opposite of it is 5, 6, 7. Just like this 1, 2, 3, the opposite of it is 6, 7, 8. Or this 2, 3, 4, the opposite is 7, 8, 9. All at a glance. So if you got a column that ain't hit and you know that the 0, 1, 2 and this mirror, the 5, 6, 7 ain't failed along with that, you're going to play both of those because by law average, one of those is going to come out. Or if you're saying with that same column, you got the 0, 1, 2, the 1, 2, 3, the 5, 6, 7, the 6, 7, 8, you want to play all 4 of those. So it's going to be as you tracking your numbers from your state, midday is going to be different from evening, and evening going to be different from midday. So it's imperative that you track each midday separate and evening separate, because the numbers and the data is going to be different. The numbers might cross paths just because 1, 2, 3 comes midday and then turn around. 1, 2, 3 come evening. Don't mean that they run in the same way. It's 1,000 numbers. They're going to cross paths. You want to know what the DNA is of that pattern, the pattern for the whole year, so you can catch the numbers right. Okay? Or know what you're doing and strategize right. So just because the number come midday, don't look for it to come evening. That might not be necessarily so. Or if it come evening, don't look for it to come midday. Unless you know that. And I have tracked. If I know that 1, 2, 3 didn't fall all year midday, and it didn't fall all year evening, then I got a reason to want to play both of them, midday and evening. But if I don't see that, then I wouldn't want to play it unless I know the pattern of the numbers. Okay? And you'll know them by tracking. So that's basically if you got, again, and then I'll play the whole column also if I realize a column ain't filled in 120 days or 90 days or 30 days or 60 days. And you're going to be able to see that when you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. You're not going to be able to see that with just the tic-tac-toe, the dates, the grids, the different flips, and different rundowns that they have out there. This here gives you the whole picture to be a more effective Pick 3 player. Okay? Now, and that's why I'm saying this is a reality check. You got 1,000 numbers, okay? 365 days in a year. If you played a different number every day, the most you still gonna have 635 numbers left. That's only a third of the 1,000 numbers. And that's every year you play, that's all you're gonna have. So that's why it's imperative for you to track these numbers. to be a better player and more effective player. Okay? Again, 1,000 numbers, 365 days out of the year. You still gonna have 635 you ain't gonna touch. You ain't gonna be able to get to them. Because there's only 365 days in a year. That's a third of the 1,000 numbers. Same here. This here. If you took all these numbers just like they are straight, play them every day, these 10 numbers, for the whole year, the most you're going to hit straight out of these probably is 3 to 4. And then the next year you'll get 3 or 4 if you play the same way. And the next year, because you're only going to get a third of the numbers. That ain't going to change. That's why you have to track to see what numbers are left so you'll know what numbers to play. All right? That's why we got to do it. That's what I do. It's been effective for me. Because I know why I'm playing my number. If I miss a number, I know what column it came off of. I know what column to look for when I want to play some more numbers. I don't have to do no guessing on the numbers I play. Because I'm tracking each one number, the 1,000 numbers, and what columns it fell off of. Okay? So if you like what you see so far, if you take a minute, I'm going to set up the other strategies all at a glance. And take time to look the board over if you like, or comment or subscribe, or you can text me or call me. Okay? But that's it. This is I call this my masterpiece, a Picasso, my baby, because I came up with this. It's been about 30 years I came up with this sheet. Now I'm sharing it with the world. All right, on pick 3. Okay. And it's going to be a lot of people, once they learn this sheet, going to be glad they learned it. Okay. Here is number 2, strategy number 2 that I use. All right. And this is tracking the pairs, single pairs. I want to know what single pairs are code or work with the law average at any time. So this triangle here, say this is the 773 that came in. It's only got 2 numbers in it. So I'm going to mark off the 77. I'm going to mark off the 37, okay? It's going to mark off those 2 pairs. And if it's got a number like this 160, it's got 3 different numbers, I'm going to mark off the 01, the 06, the 01 here, the 06, and the 16. That gives me that 160. Okay? But if a triple come out, like triple twos, what I'll do is mark off the double twos, because it's only got 1 number. So that lets me know to knock that pair off. So at the end of the month, whatever pairs I didn't circle or mark off, I know exactly what pairs I'm looking at to play, or how them pairs might work with my numbers that I'm looking at playing. No guesswork. I always got my eye on all the pairs. Okay, same here with my single number positioning. I want to know what single numbers are code, so I know where and how to play them all at a glance. 3 columns here, 0 to 9. 0 to 9, 3 columns. Just like the 773, I'll mark off 7 in the 1 spot, first spot, 7 in the middle, and 3 on the end. At the end of the month, whatever column, my number I don't mark off, I know exactly what position to play that number in. No guesswork. So let's say at the end of the month, I'm playing 160, and I didn't mark off the 6 here in the front spot. I'm going to play 160, plus I'm going to play 610 and 601. I'm going to put that 6 on the front end. Because if it comes 9 out of 10, it's going to come with that 6 on the front end, and I catch it. I'm looking, with this system, you're looking to catch straight, your numbers straight. Okay? Now, this here Number 4, front pairs, back pairs, powerful. If you ain't doing, I almost want to tell people, I know the master sheet, you really need the master sheet, but I almost want to tell people, if you don't, just track your front pairs and back pairs for sure, so you'll know what front pairs and back pairs are left for the year, or as you're going through the year. So when you play a number, you ain't guessing, and you're working by the law of average. Okay? You can't play them all, but we sure can track them all and give us a great advantage at hitting our numbers how we want to hit them. Because everything I'm showing you now, you can track. Pick 3 is the only one you can do that on. You can't do that on Pick 4. Pick 4 got 10,000 numbers. With Pick 3, and you got 365 days in a year, that's 30% of the numbers. You know what percentage you got with 10,000 numbers out of 365? You got 3% of hitting one of those 10,000 numbers. Okay? Well, maybe a little bit more than 3, maybe 4%. Okay? I don't put my energy in that one. That's a little bit hard. But you can do good with Pick 3 because you can track, you can dissect it. So let's take the 773 that came. 77 front. You got? All right, can you see? Yeah, 77 front and 73 back. 73 back. Okay. And you can track your front pairs and back pairs. So you'll always know where your front pairs and back pairs fall, because it'll help you be a much better player. All right, here. We have the doubles. What I want to do, I want to put the doubles in position where, at a glance, I'd want to know what position those, what numbers were left by the law of average, and what numbers and pairs I would play. So what I did, I put the pairs and the mirrors together. And say, for instance, this 118 here. This 118, and it's AA1 is a pair. The 663 and this 336 is a pair. But they mirror each other, because a 1 is opposite 6, 6 opposite 1, 8 opposite 3, 3 opposite 8. So if one of these pairs didn't come in, I know it. If either one didn't come in, if either one of the mirrors didn't come in, I'll know, all at a glance. And now let's say in 2022 that these 3 columns don't come in at all, I know at a glance that they opposite and they mirror didn't show up, didn't come in. And those are the numbers I would play the following year in 2023. I'll just carry those numbers to play over on my doubles. I wouldn't be looking to play all those other numbers, because I know by law of average, 1 or 2 of those numbers are going to come off through the year, off the ones that didn't come. But play responsibly. It'll help you play responsibly, because as you hit, you always got your eyes on numbers you can play, because you always going to carry a bucket list. If it's a doubles or triples even. The only way I play triples, let's say here on this one here. For the whole year, let's say, and it can happen, and you tracking in your state, 0-0 front pair don't fall on the front, and 0-0 back pair don't fall all that year. Now you know 0-0 is going to be number that I'm going to be looking to play all year. But I'm play them kind of responsibly, because you can only get triples 3 times out of a year. And normally what I look at really to play triples, if triples don't come all the way up to December, I'll play triples all of December. Because on the average, they come out 3 times per year. And if they ain't came out in 11 months, 9 out of 10, they're going to more likely they'll fall at that 12th month. That's usually how I look to play triples. If a triple ain't failed all year, I just look to see if ain't no triple failed. Then I hop on triples in December. That's when I play. And working with this is law average. My best months are November, December, and January. November, December is when I do my best months for hitting pick 3 because I tracked all the numbers down, so I almost got a good idea what numbers are going to be left to play. Those are my best months. Okay. So if you have any questions, just comment, call me. You got every way you want to get to me. I don't run, I don't hide. I'm Mo Money Terry. I can explain the system in 30 minutes to anybody. I can tell you how to put the sheets together in the phone in 10 minutes or 30 minutes probably. And you're off to the races. All right, family. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.